Hello, it's Tim Percival from TP Building Parts Limited. We're all stuck inside at the moment, so what I thought I would do is I would do a short video on how to plan for your building project and, quite importantly, how to get a fixed price from your builder for a building project. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is essentially how you plan for a building project, what information you need, and the various different ways you can go about doing it. So initially, I guess if you're planning an extension, you need to establish really whether it's something that you can afford to do. There's little point in getting drawings done for a huge extension if it's way beyond your budget. So a good way to think about this is that every square metre of building will cost between £1,500 and £2,000 per square metre. So if there's 25 square metres on the ground floor of an extension and 25 metres upstairs, that's 50 in total. 50 times £2,000, that's £100,000. That is a very rough way of working out how much a building will cost at the moment. If you put kitchens and bathrooms in it, it's going to cost more. Glazing, different types of glazing, if there's a lot of glazing or there's garden landscaping, it can all change the figures massively. So you need to take these other things into consideration as well as just a meterage price. But that rule will roughly tell you how much an extension is going to be. So once you've established that you can actually afford to do some building work, you'll need to get some drawings done. Now there's a number of different people you can go to get drawings done. You can go to an architect, or you can go to a building design company, or you can draw them yourself if you need to. So there's various different ways to do it. So initially you'll need planning permission. So you'll need some very basic drawings. I can just show you some planning drawings here. So the sort of information that you'll need for planning is essentially what the building will look like once it has the extension put on it, compared to what it looked like before. And the drawings need to be to scale, and there are a set of criteria that is available on the planning portal that you can look at that tells you exactly what you need to submit for planning permission. So once you've got planning permission, you'll be in a position to get some more detail done for these drawings that you can give to a builder, because a builder can't really price an extension from planning drawings because it doesn't have a specification. It is essentially just a picture really of a building. So a lot of builders will tell you that they can, and a lot of builders will price on meterage, the way that we roughly calculated earlier, and a lot of builders won't really think about too much at all. They'll just use their experience to tell how much it's going to cost. I don't personally think that that's a very good way to do it, because you don't know what you're including and the customer doesn't know what you have included. So it's not a great situation to be in where a building project hasn't been considered and costed out properly. So this is why we need more information on the drawings, building regulations drawings, in order to give a fixed price for a building job. Also, building regulation drawings are a necessary thing. It's a requirement that new building work has to pass certain specifications and building regulations. And that has to be approved prior to the commencement of building work on a set of drawings. So all of the structural elements of a building job will be calculated by a structural engineer. Now I've got an example here of some building calculations. I'll just hold them up. So you can see that these calculations here are for timber rafter design, and they're to this British standard and the European legislation number there. Now, so the strength of these timber sections is worked out, and a size for the timber can be deduced from the calculations. So, and then that information gets fed into these more detailed drawings that then builds up a specification for the building work. So what the structural engineer might do when they're working out the building regulations is they'll add the structural information to the drawings that you already have, the planning drawings. So this is what may happen. So you can see that the structural engineer has done some annotations on here and worked out the sizes of different steel beams and things like that. So all that information gets fed into the drawings. Now, where an architect will do a great job at this point of the process is that they will put all of this information together onto the drawings and include it all, so that you've got a comprehensive set of drawings and a comprehensive specification for a building job. So I got some drawings here from a local architect that I've done quite a few building jobs for now off their drawings. I always find their drawings very concise and they're well considered, and I rarely find that anything is left out. So once I've priced a building job from this company's drawings, I pretty much know that when I come to actually build it, it's going to cost me what I thought it would cost to build, which means that the customer gets a fixed price on their project. So when we look at these drawings here, you can see that they are much more comprehensive than your planning drawings. So there's a lot of annotation on there, a lot of detail. There's probably 12, 13, 14 pages of different sections and drawings. They're all annotated with actual specifications for different components, parts, straps, wall plates, lintels, steel beams. It's all on there, so we know exactly where we are. Now, if you want a fixed price for a building job, you'll need a specification for it, and without a specification it's very hard to fix a price on a job because you don't really know what you're pricing. So a specification is very important, and you tend to get that more from an architect. Now, an architect's drawings will cost you more than someone that is a building designer or someone that's just got a good grip on how to use computer-aided design on a computer. But what you're paying for with an architect is the skill in making sure that when something is built, it actually works for the purpose that it is built for, and it's very well considered. Right, so in a nutshell, basically you can establish whether you can afford the building job using my sort of rule of thumb that I mentioned earlier. Then you need to get some planning drawings done and get planning permission. After that, you get your building regulations drawings done and calculations. Get all of that submitted to building regulations, which is a different local authority department to planning. Once that's all approved, you can put them out to your builders and get hopefully a fixed price for the job. It will be a fixed price if the specification is there. If the specification is on the drawings, you'll get a really accurate price. So if you want recommendations on where to go for drawings, then get in touch. I hope this has been of use to you, and stay tuned, because I think over the next couple of weeks I'm going to be doing a few more videos, maybe some how-to videos or just more information videos. We'll see how we get on. So thanks for watching, folks. Cheers.